Welcome to the frozen wilderness. I am a polar vixen, and for 400 years, my kind has survived in the harsh tundra surrounding the North Pole. My home is on the icy rim of Hudson Bay in northern Canada, where even the resilient fir trees have given up on growing. Here, snow covers the land for nearly 9 months each year. Life in this cold desert is about one thing: surviving. To stay hidden from predators, I change my coat to match the seasons. In winter, I turn as white as snow, blending in with the landscape like the ptarmigan and mountain hare, while in summer, we all change to brown. This adaptation helps us evade predators and ambush prey. Polar foxes are true masters of adaptation. They have thick fur, small ears, and a low metabolism, allowing them to conserve heat. In winter, their tails act as cozy quilts, keeping them warm even in temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite our adaptations, the tundra offers little food during the harsh winters. My strategy: to follow the bears. They are the ultimate hunters, and I scavenge whatever remains they leave behind. But these days, even the mighty polar bears are struggling. Due to climate change, the sea ice they rely on for hunting seals is forming later each year. This year, we're already at the end of November, and the ice has yet to form. Without solid ice, there are no seals, and the bears have been fasting for months. They've lost an average of 22 kilograms, 48 pounds, in just 20 years due to these changing conditions. I've learned to follow them, hoping they find something to eat. Imagine going months without a proper meal. Would you have the patience and resourcefulness to survive? As the climate warms, my challenges only increase. My biggest competition now comes from the red foxes, who have slowly moved northward. These red foxes are twice my size, weighing up to 7 kilograms, 15 pounds, compared to my 3 kilograms, 6.6 pounds. They steal my food, kill my young, and push me further north, making my life even harder. The arrival of these southern invaders isn't just due to warming temperatures, but also the expanding forest line. As the deciduous trees move north, so do the red foxes. A century ago, they were first spotted in the tundra, and now they are here to stay. Red foxes are incredibly adaptable, thriving in a wide range of environments. Their arrival in the Arctic is a clear indicator of how climate change is altering ecosystems. If you were pushed out of your home by a bigger, stronger competitor, would you fight back or adapt? With fewer seals and competition from red foxes, I've had to get creative with my food sources. In the tundra lakes, I use my sharp claws to dig for small fish frozen in the ice. However, the ice is getting harder to break through. I often wait for bears to break it for me, but they don't like to share. In winter, I even venture closer to human settlements, scavenging for scraps. Humans in Churchill, Canada, leave behind treasures like cardboard and old food containers. While it's not a gourmet meal, it keeps me alive. But getting too close to humans is risky, as they still hunt us for our fur. The red foxes continue to encroach on my territory. Unlike me, they have access to temperate forests full of rodents and birds. They thrive in areas with farms, feasting on chickens and small animals. In contrast, I am left to scavenge what I can in the harsh, barren tundra. In Iceland, I am safe for now. The red foxes haven't reached this island yet, thanks to the cold sea barrier. Here, I can roam freely, digging for birds' eggs along the cliffs and catching eider ducks. But even this sanctuary is not guaranteed forever. Iceland's polar fox population is stable, with around 8,000 individuals. However, their survival is closely linked to the availability of birds and fish, which are affected by climate change. If your home was the last safe place left, how far would you go to protect it? Climate change is not just impacting the bears and the red foxes, it's affecting me and my kin directly. As the Arctic warms, fish and shellfish are disappearing. This is disrupting the entire food chain. Without small fish like sand eels, the seabirds we rely on for food will vanish. If this happens, I may face extinction. In Iceland, I work hard to store food for the harsh winter ahead. I hide eggs and fish in secret caches, hoping they'll last through the coldest months. But as the sea continues to warm, even my hidden reserves may not be enough. The acidification of the ocean, driven by rising CO2 levels, makes it harder for shellfish to form their shells. This, in turn, affects the entire marine food chain. What would you do if the very environment you depend on was changing faster than you could adapt? Despite the challenges, there are moments of triumph. My cousin, who lost her mate, now bravely hunts alone to feed her cubs. She knows how to make the most of every opportunity, whether it's a beached fish or a lost bird. But even her determination may not be enough if the Arctic continues to warm at its current rate. In the end, we polar foxes are resilient. We've adapted to changes in the past, but the current pace of warming is unprecedented. For now, we continue to hunt, store food, and protect our young, hoping that our icy world remains cold enough to sustain us. The Arctic, once a safe haven for me, is changing rapidly. As the ice melts and the red foxes move further north, my future is uncertain. I may be small, but I am fierce. However, I can't fight climate change alone. If you care about the survival of animals like me, consider the impact of your actions on the environment. Reducing carbon emissions, supporting wildlife conservation, and being mindful of the climate crisis can help protect the fragile Arctic ecosystem. Will the polar fox, a symbol of resilience, survive the changes brought by a warming planet? Or will we be one of the many species lost to history? Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life of the polar fox. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to raise awareness about the challenges we face in the Arctic. Together, we can make a difference.